season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts out. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions, but create havoc in the backfield. And that's what this guy has been able to do throughout his career.
The roar on the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Makes the catch. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. And the Noles send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That's caught. It's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Snap it to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Complete to the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the catch, it's Green. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Lewis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Throws to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Power football with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And they swarm him under. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Hale. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played 1 before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webster. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. Early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make it. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Split backs here. He's in open space downfield. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him the 1st down. Looking to throw at Simpson. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. After that last incompletion, the offense is now in punt formation. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll ride Davis here. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. Third down play from the gun. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Seminoles will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Quick handoff. Nice move there. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Motion from the back. Look out, he's got room.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Caught in the backfield, it's Hill. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. He'll do it himself. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Get it out on the screen. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. To the air, it's Glenn. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Under fire. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle, it's McCoy. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Lost to throw again.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He'll try to do it himself. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Williams. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Going right to work up top. Gets open down the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Seminoles heading quickly to the line. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. On the run, fires downfield. Makes a grab in the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And with that score, they now tie the game. The extra point will give them the lead. Maybe they'll be able to take that lead in at halftime. That is huge for their momentum. That touchdown, massive for their confidence as well. And they're going to have to make a few tweaks here at halftime. They're going to have to do things a little bit differently in the second half. But no doubt about it, that touchdown was huge for this offense.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
And the Noles will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right down the middle. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Davis. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. The give to Davis. Oh, the spin move. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. From the gun, the ground game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Might as well give it to him again. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Pittman. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They'll ride Davis here. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. Catch in the middle, it's Pittman. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Now on the move. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Copeland. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
The next time the offense gets down at this point of the field, they need to run the football, because this is what's happening when they're trying to throw it in back-to-back plays. 2 negative plays in a row, not good.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. To the air, it's Glenn. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. He stopped short of the sticks. They tried to pick it up with a screen, but they'll be facing a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. What a disappointment. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game. Here comes that Alabama offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Horton. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Horton. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Simpson. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Got a man. It's Hale. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama comes to the line on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quarterback on the keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lets it fly. Touchdown time. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the too late. To throw, it's Simpson. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. He'll keep it himself. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. The Noles will snap it on first and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. The Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He's got it on the right. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying play action. And the timing just a hair off. The Seminoles will punt this one away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. 4th down, got to have it here. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. To the air on 1st down. And the throw out to the sideline, but just a few yards. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horton. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Oh, he's got some space. Big play on the scramble. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock, picked up the 1st down, and now they'll try to find a way to score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Snags it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. Right down the boulevard. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet.
Ice water in this guy's veins. The game is on the line. All of the pressure, all the energy in the stadium, and the expectation, and he delivers once again for his team, just like he's been doing all season long.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Glenn. Throws to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.